I said, "Move your truck or I'm calling the police," she barked, standing right in front of my bumper with her arms crossed like she owned the whole damn street. I looked her dead in the eyes. "This is my driveway. You're standing on my property." But Karen wasn't blinking. She had that smug little smirk, like she was about to win something. I'd just gotten home from my third shift. Oil-stained hands, boots full of concrete dust. All I wanted was a shower and to reheat last night's dinner. But there she was, blocking me in like I was the one trespassing. Then she pulled out her phone. "This is an HOA community. You can't just park construction junk here. I've reported you 3 times already." My fingers tightened on the steering wheel. "We're not even in an HOA. You made that flyer yourself, lady." "Oh, really?" she snapped. "Then explain this." She slapped a folded paper onto my windshield like it was some kind of arrest warrant. It was a printed notice of violation, with her name signed at the bottom. I stepped out slowly. My neighbor across the street was peeking from behind her blinds. Another guy down the road pulled out his phone, probably recording. I was tired, hungry, but mostly I was done being quiet. "You want me off this land?" I said calmly, unfolding the paper in my hand. "Then you're gonna have to go through him." Karen turned to see who I was pointing at. My brother, in uniform, badge shining in the sunlight. Sheriff's Department. She blinked. "Ma'am," he said, stepping closer, "you just committed impersonation of an official HOA. That's a misdemeanor, and if you don't step off his property in the next 10 seconds, it'll turn into trespassing." She froze, and right then I realized this wasn't just about a driveway. This was war, and I wasn't planning on losing. She didn't move, not even an inch. Her eyes flicked between me and my brother, like her brain was doing math it wasn't ready for. That smug grin was gone now, replaced with something twitchy and panicked. But her pride, still standing tall. "This is harassment," she stammered, stepping back just slightly. "You can't threaten me. I know people in the city council. I'll have your badge taken." My brother didn't even blink. "Ma'am, step off the property." She turned and stormed off toward her house, but not before yelling over her shoulder, "You people don't belong here anyway." Yeah, you people. That part hit harder than I thought it would. I felt my jaw clench, but my brother just looked at me and gave a small shake of his head. Let her dig her own grave. The next morning, things got worse. Way worse. I woke up to the sound of a tow truck. I ran outside barefoot, half asleep, and there it was, my work truck, halfway up a ramp. My tools, my gear, everything I needed to make a living, being hauled away like garbage. "Hey!" I shouted. "What the hell are you doing?" The driver barely looked at me. "Got a call. This was an abandoned vehicle. Dispatch said remove it." Abandoned. "It's parked in my driveway." He shrugged. "I just go where they tell me." And just then, Karen came out onto her porch, bathrobe on, coffee in hand, like she was watching a morning show. "Oh, thank God," she said loud enough for the whole street to hear. "They finally took action. This eyesore's been bringing the property value way down. I wanted to charge at her, but my daughter came out behind me, barefoot, rubbing her eyes, clutching her little stuffed bear. 'Daddy, why are they taking your truck?' And that right there? That was the moment. The moment I knew I wasn't just fighting for my land anymore. I was fighting for her future too. I didn't even wait for the tow truck to finish. I grabbed my phone and called someone I hadn't talked to in over a year. "Hey, I need that favor you promised." His voice came in calm, sharp. "Karen trouble?" I paused. "Worse, she just stole my livelihood. I'll be there by noon." While I waited, I started digging, literally and legally. Found every document, every email from the county, printed out the original land deed, circled the no HOA clause in red, made copies. Then I went to my security camera hard drive. That's when I found it. Clear as day. Karen, the night before, standing at my truck with a flashlight, placing something under the windshield. I zoomed in. A paper with a forged city seal. Fake violation notice. She set me up. By noon, he pulled up in a black SUV. Pressed suit, clean haircut, eyes like a man who'd been in more courtrooms than sleep. "Still working for that law firm?" I asked. He smiled. "Partner now. You ready to shut her down?" He dee-dee-dee. Went door to door with a clipboard, collecting quiet witnesses who'd seen Karen screaming, threatening, even trying to unlock our gate once with bolt cutters. Turns out everyone had a story. But no one ever stood up, until now. And the best part? He found something even I didn't know. Karen didn't own her house. She was renting, illegally subletting it under someone else's name, pretending to be the owner of the neighborhood. I stared at the papers he handed me. "Are you sure about this?" He nodded. "You want justice? We hit back hard, and we do it legally." I looked over at Karen's house. She was back on her porch, arms crossed, watching us. I smiled for the first time in days. "Oh, I'm ready." Because now, it wasn't just my fight, it was a reckoning. 3 days later, the real storm hit. It started with a knock on Karen's door, 3 short raps that echoed down the block. She opened it, expecting maybe a delivery or some HOA nonsense she'd invented that day. Instead, she found 2 county inspectors and a man in a suit holding a clipboard. "You Karen L. Simmons?" She blinked. "Yes." "Why?" The man flipped a paper over and held it out. "We have evidence of falsified documents, illegal towing, and impersonation of a municipal officer. You'll need to come with us for questioning." She laughed, like actually laughed. "You can't be serious. I own this neighborhood. I run this street. You're wasting your time." The inspector stepped forward. "Ma'am, we've spoken. To the property's actual owner. You're not even on the lease." Her face drained in real time. That's not true. I've been managing the HOA for years." "There is no HOA registered here, ma'am. We checked. You've been impersonating legal authority." And that's when I walked up, quiet but steady, holding a USB stick. "Before you go, you might want to take this," I said, handing it to the man in the suit. "Surveillance footage shows her planting fake citations, threatening a child, blocking emergency access." He looked at it, then back at Karen. "Ma'am, we're going to need to search your home," she exploded. "This is a setup. He's a criminal. Look at him." But nobody was listening. Not anymore. The inspectors walked past her. Cameras followed. Neighbors gathered. Phones out. It was public now. Everything she'd done, everything she tried to cover up, it was all laid bare in the daylight, and still, she wouldn't give up. "You'll regret this," she screamed as they walked her to the car. "I'll sue every one of you. This isn't over." But in that moment, everyone knew the truth. Oh, it was over. For her.